Hello and welcome into this edition of the Wildcat Weekly Coaches Report here with head women's basketball coach Casey Bunn-Wilson. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thanks for having me.
So when you look at this weekend, season started with two games here at home, first taking on a Walla team and then following that up with a pretty good Oregon Tech team. Cats got the victory in both games by double digits. We'll start with that Walla game. 11 different players scored in that game, and they had it basically on cruise control, especially there in the second half. What does it make you think of seeing so many different players that can score the basketball, especially when you were missing three returners in Cami Reuter, Hannah Bingham, and Maggie Smith?
Yeah, I was really pleased with the weekend overall. Against Walla, we did a good job of attacking the rim. We struggled against their guards a little bit defensively. I mean, it's always great to score, but we have to defend as well. And so that's a takeaway from that game for sure. But it was a good first game, get the jitters out. A lot of, like you said, everybody played, and a lot of them scored. So it was good to see.
Yeah, the final score of that one was 99-69, and then you follow that one up with the game on Sunday against a preseason poll team in Oregon Tech that was ranked in the top 25. They made it to the second round of the NAIA tournament last season, so a very competitive team coming in, and you guys still beat them by double digits. Delaney Reagan, Molly Danielson, and Corey Olson, after getting double digits in the first game, followed that up with double digits in the second game. What have you seen from those three that have really gotten things going, because they've been fantastic to start the season?
Yeah, they've done a great job, and they're just competitors, and they have attack mentality, and, they're not doing it all themselves. They obviously have their teammates, and we're sharing the ball well. But, we're just getting them in the right spots, and they're taking advantage of it.
You look to Molly sets a career high in points. She scores 28. She also just stuffed the stat sheet. Double-digit rebounds in that game. She had 5 assists in that game. We'll talk a little bit more about the assist numbers for multiple players later on. Shasta Lofgren also has double-digit points, and she hit a lot of threes in that game. That kind of takes me over to my next question. You guys shot exactly 50% from the three-point line between the two games, 19 of 38. That was something where this team didn't really hit a lot of threes last season. They didn't really attempt very many threes. Is that something you're expecting to see a little bit more of with so many different players able to hit that three-point shot?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope we keep shooting that way. But we do have so many weapons at that spot, and we have so many shooters this year. We just got to keep them confident and continue to work the inside-out game to open those shots up. And hopefully that keeps happening.
You look at it too. You have Jordan Feinauer, who last season was able to hit a lot of threes along with Cassie Schutz. They kept that going here this season. Delaney Reagan was perfect from the three-point line in that second game. Shasta Lofgren was 3 of 6 from the three-point line. And then you had multiple players coming off the bench that were able to do that as well. So when you look at it, the assist totals in both games were really high. We saw a lot of different players do a great job of playmaking, facilitating, a lot of those younger guards getting involved in doing that. What have you seen so far this season that's allowed all that ball movement and seeing the guards really get things going here, especially when they're all so young?
Yeah, I just think they understand the importance of sharing the ball and working the ball inside out. And, our mentality is if one of us scores, we all score. And so I think they've really taken that on and run with it. And just sharing the ball and seeing the benefit of doing that has helped. And like you said, people are coming in off the bench, and we're getting a lot of assists from them and just hitting our players and hitting the open player, and it's really good to see.
Well, especially too, you talk about it with Megan Miller being one of them, Delaney Reagan another, and Paige LaFountain, just to name a couple of these younger guards that this is their first time really playing college basketball, and to see them already kind of get in the swing of things early, is that something you think they've just been working really hard in those preseason practices and things like that? Is it just part of the game plan, or what's really helped those three in particular get things going here to start the season?
I just like how confident they're playing right now. And of course we practice it, right? It doesn't happen by accident, but the fact that they're transferring it into games this early is huge. And they don't come in looking like freshmen or transfers. It looks like they've been playing together for months, and they really have an open gym. And I think that's where they kind of started it. And our leadership, it speaks a lot to our leadership because they know what is expected, and they've brought everybody up to speed very quickly. And so I can't take a lot of the credit for that, but it's our leaders and our returners that have really understood what it takes, and everyone else is buying in.
It really doesn't look like, when you look at the team, that all these players are brand new to this season, that a majority of them are brand new, especially with all the camaraderie on the sideline. The last thing too, now taking a look at this week, you'll take on a College of Idaho team that made it into the second round of their postseason tournament last season. You'll actually face them 2 times this year, a little bit unusual for us, but what do you think is going to happen in that game? What do you really want to see in this third game here of the opening homestand of the season?
It'll be a good third game for us. College of Idaho is tough. They got a lot of weapons, so it'll be good. A good test for us defensively. I'd really like to see us stop teams from scoring. We know that we've been able to score the last couple games, but I really want to see us improve defensively.
So the Linfield women's basketball team will take on the College of Idaho here on Thursday. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck.
Thank you.